Bam, going live. Welcome to tonight's stream, everybody. Pro Se Lawsuit School. I'm Coach Neighbors, and here we provide the tools. I provide the tools. You do the work. You do the work. That's kind of what the subject of tonight's situation is going to be about. You doing the work. So let's get started. Tonight we're going to cover, the rules of admittance to my private coaching group, and we may talk a little bit about the eviction situation to help Tiffany out. But before we get started on that, let me see here. Before we get started on that, you guys please take the time to subscribe, and make sure that you like my comments. I have a lot of people looking, but not very many people take the time to hit that like button. And that like button lets YouTube know that you appreciate what I'm doing. So hit that like button and then ring the bell. When you ring that bell, you get a notification when it's time to rock and roll, or when I post a notification that I'm going to have a live stream, or when a video is posted or anything. So, welcome to the show tonight, Jay. And John, welcome to the show. Later on, and there's Tiffany. Welcome, Miss Tiffany. John, later on, if you could just give us just a little, just a quick 2-paragraph situation going on with what you are facing. I didn't read all of what you sent me before. It was kind of long. If you could just cut it down, and maybe we'll talk about that too, because I don't think it's going to take me very long to get through this subject. Welcome, Dave. So, did you guys see that picture that was posted in the notification that I was going to do the live stream tonight? That picture was taken at a fast food hamburger place, and whoever can email me to my email address the name of the fast food hamburger place where that picture was taken, you're going to get something free, a little something free. And then when I post this as a video, I'm going to highlight and make a little video promotion for this hamburger place. The people that run this place show up every day and kick butt. I was going to say the other word, but I have to remember I got kids listening too. So, JC, I don't waste my time talking about if my lawsuits found success or none of that. You're wasting your time. You need to do your homework. The question is it sound? Does it make sense? That's the question. Because at the end of the day, people who don't do their homework don't have much success. So we're not going to be posting a whole bunch of stuff tonight, Jay, that you want to talk about, because I have an agenda and this is like a training session. So you should just relax and let me get through this so that we could get to the questions part at the end, because Tiffany has some questions and John has a couple of questions, I'm sure, and maybe their questions will help other people. That's what we're doing here tonight. Personal stuff people can bring and talk to me in Facebook or in the group or whatever, and that's how we're going to roll with this. So, welcome, Belinda. Okay, so Facebook user, I need you guys to go. If you're coming from Facebook, go to this link here and give StreamYard permission to use your username. Otherwise, you just show up as Facebook user. So we want to be able to welcome to the show, Kim. Welcome, Regina. We've got a couple of new coaches in the show tonight, and I'm not going to single them out because I don't want y'all bugging them. They're learning too, and people who are looking for someone to hold a hand is not a good idea because people are still learning. Yes, Lupina. Yo comprende su nueve aquí. Benito. welcome to our group, buddy. Oh, Jay, you got to run some more laps, man. Okay, let's just get rolling here. So the first thing that I want to make clear is that the rules here are the rules that I make up. I change them, whatever, and I got that crap from the government. No, so our program is we're still in the process of putting our program together. And the real feedback that I get from the people in the group is what I use to make the changes and do the things that lose. Yo comprende? Abre la luz, ceder la luz. Okay, never mind. It means the light. That is very true. We got a lot of new people here tonight. Welcome all you new people. Does anybody know where that sign that says we don't cut these that I put in? Does anybody know where that? If you know where that sign is, you need to email me and let me know what restaurant that sign is in. And then if you're the number one person, then you're going to get something special. So. Hey, yo hablo español mal. Luz. Yep. There you go. Okay, let's get rolling here. I learned all the bad words in Spanish first, so there you go with that. Now, I want to make it clear that I make the rules here, even if I had attitude while I'm making it. Okay, and so the thing that you need to understand is one day I asked one of my coaches. One day my football coach was yelling at me a little more than normal. So after the practice, I asked him, "Why? Come on, dude, what?" And he looked at me and he said, "You know, neighbors, the time to worry is when I stop yelling." Yeah, that was pretty profound. And then he went on to say that I was slacking, which I could have been. Okay, but here's the thing: if I have an attitude with you, it's because you're saying all the wrong words. You're saying the words that people say that get the butt kicked. There's not that many, but there's a few. And some of them figure it out after we kind of get into words or whatever. And we'll go over some of those words here in a minute because I got them right here in my head. Okay, I've been doing this for a minute, and when I hear these words, and I'm just going to be honest with you, when I hear these words, it makes me wonder if my time should be better invested helping somebody else who's willing to do whatever it takes. Period. Not willing to do what it takes while you're getting your hand held or while someone's helping you, whatever. Okay, period. And this is why I get a little grumpy sometimes when people just call me out of the blue and start asking me stuff without following the protocol that I have set up. And people don't think that, okay, so I'm like, their time must be more valuable than mine. And I'm thinking if they needed help saving their house or staying the hell out of jail, I'm thinking they would get in my program and follow the instructions and do what it's proven that other people are doing that's working. So anybody that wants to know if there's any dude, you don't have to go there. In my program, they're gonna make you sign non-disclosure statement when you get done beating them in the face, and that's that's pretty much how it goes. In my program, you are the one that makes this happen if you choose to or not. If you choose to or not. Now, if you get in the program, you've already decided that you need help from Nikki Ross or one of the other coaches in the group. I'm, I don't hold people's hand. People have to do it themselves. And I'm pretty sure Nikki agrees with me on this because she went through my program. And what it comes down to, I'm just going to throw it on the table. What it comes down to is you taking the time to read the damn documents to learn what's in I've already done the work. I've already done the work and put that, Oh, wait. People call me on the phone while I'm trying to do what I had planned to do that day to ask me if I can send them the instructional video playlist because they can't find it. No. Go find the damn thing. This is a school. I'm not here to hold your hand, okay? Sorry if I'm on that wagon, that big B wagon. Now, the thing is, I make the decisions here on how this program operates based on the real-time feedback. And I'll tell you right now, I haven't seen any negative reviews or anybody talking crap or trashing me. I mean, other than people that are clearly attorneys. So I think that I have the best reviews of any legal business that I know. And at the end of the day, I don't even want to get into that. I make the decisions here based on what I think I need to do to make sure that I'm providing what I need to provide for the people who invest in this program. And it's not easy. And some of the titles are not totally clear. They don't say exactly the same thing. It wasn't that way by design. It was that way because the program changed as we grew, as I learned. I had to stop doing that, stop doing this. We don't challenge jurisdiction anymore. We don't do none of the things that you have to do. We don't do none of the things that the judge has to rule on. Okay? And these things are reflected in updated instructional video. The updated videos are the ones people need to watch. Have people message me, email me all the time. Hey, I don't have this thing, and you're watching an old video. You're watching old shit. I'm just saying, you're watching an old video. We don't do that anymore. Somebody emailed me just today to let me know that they don't think they got the documents in the package they need. No, I let them know. You've been watching the old videos, looking at the old crap, and you got the new crap, and you didn't look what's in the new crap, and you didn't study what's in the old crap, so you don't know what crap. So I get a little frustrated with that. If people invested in the package, they could open up the package and start looking at, there's more than 3 documents. Oh, my God. Learn what you have. Now, the new people that just invested in the online course, I'm going to hand it to you. It's not very easy because the new video doesn't really match exactly how I have it outlined now in the zip file that you get. When it was on Teachable, before they got mad because somebody got their deed out of their office using my package, my property tax package. Before they got mad and I had everything on teachable.com all outlined and looked real nice. Well, then they terminated it. So I'm in the process of putting together another website to host my own online courses, but it takes me a long time to do this computer stuff. So what I did was I condensed that online course to contain the files that the 137 people that had signed up for the course over the whatever period of time. have been using to beat these fools down with. But I don't have an instructional video outlining exactly what. But the people who invest in the course, I'm calling you. I'm working with you. I'm telling you, this is what you got to do first. Watch the instructional video, and then this is what you got to do first. This is what you're doing. This is why we're doing it. But I got people telling me I still need the help of some other legal coaches and someone to hold my hand. I'm like, what the hell? I'm sorry. What do you think I'm doing right now? I'm trying to help you get started. Now, back to the reason why we're doing this. I don't admit people in the group that need to have their hand held because those people are disruptive. They're not there for the same purpose that everyone else is there for. So if you need to have your hand held, I'm going to suggest that you don't invest in my program. That's what I'm going to suggest, because in the end, when you're talking to your clerk on the phone, when you're doing the video, whatever, bull crap, whatever, you're not saying the right things to them because you don't know the right things to say. And so they already figure out you don't know what the hell you're doing. So, Belinda, no, I said to email me to my email address. So now you just told everybody, and if they beat you, email me. I told you, email me your answer to the email address. That way I can see when people's answer come in and on the timeline to make sure that the person who came in first is the one that gets to win. So that's the other thing. You got to listen to the instructions. You need to email me to my email address, to my business that's showing on my website. And yeah, it's Wendy's. So I go to the Wendy's in Eudora, Kansas. I don't have their store number here. I wasn't quite ready for this. I didn't think anybody would put Yep, and they're supposed to make their burgers fresh when you walk in, but they don't always do. But they do if you're Coach Neighbors, or you walk in and you ask them, Coach Neighbor said you need to make that fresh. And put some extra stuff on it. Yeah. Well, Melinda, there's no break because people are already emailing me, I'm sure, and I had to turn my phone off. So I'm pretty sure you're not the first one anyway, but I'm thinking that's if you don't have an email address, I can't help you there because that was the rule. You got to have an email address. So all the people hurrying to email me shouldn't get, and I'm just saying, that's how it goes. Oh, you don't have my email? No, it's on my website. And I could have put it here, but see, that's the reason, one of the things tonight, I'm not here to make things easy for people. I'm here to help you learn how to stay in your house or keep your freedom. That's what I'm here to have, to help you learn. So, yeah, it gets tough all over. Well, if she don't have email access, I can't help her because I already got people emailing me. So that's how I set this up. I don't know how I would set it up for people who don't have email access. But anyway, if I decide to have something special, then I'm going to go by the way I set it up so people can see that it's fair. So. Now, the other thing, too, that I don't deal. Oh, look at that. Thanks, Dave. I got a super sticker. Sweet. Wait, leave that up there for a minute. I love those. You guys can donate super stickers anytime. My dog likes to eat expensive stuff. Frog legs and okay. I don't know how you do that, Jay. Maybe Dave can help you. There's some buttons down there you click on. And I'm doing pretty. My brain's pretty full just doing my side over here. Hey, Gino, Welcome to the show tonight. Oh. I had a contest. The picture that I had for the notification I was going to have this stream I had a sign in it that said, "We don't cut these," and then it showed the corners. We don't cut these, and I was pretty impressed when I saw that. I had to take that. I'm going to use that a lot. We don't cut those. So stop looking for Nicky Ross. Stop looking for anybody else to hold your hand or whatever, and start learning. Okay, that's what you need to do. I have already saved you a ton of time. All you got to do is spend the time reading what I got put together for you. If you read the package, look up what you don't understand. That's what you need to be doing instead of trying to find somebody to help you. Because in the end, if you don't know what's going on, and you know, when you hire attorneys or paralegals that aspire to be attorneys, they do everything from the attorney's perspective, pretty much, and throw you under the bus in the end. So Gino's in the program too, so. Oh, and I don't deal with fear and I don't deal with drama. So on the day you got something from the court or whatever, you call me or email me or whatever, before you do your homework, it's a waste of our time, okay? Before you contact me in Messenger or in my Facebook coaching group, before you contact me, you should have already researched what they've done or are trying to do, figured out why they're doing it and what they're planning to gain from it, and what your game plan is. So then I said, hey, they threw my stuff out, said some mumbo jumbo about Rule 12B. I already know, because I've done the research, that what I bought from you is structured to state a claim, so I'm going to go after the judge for trying to help them. What do you think about that? Or you can call and say, what do I do? Okay, no offense, but I do, or email me. I get that, and then the first thing I tell you is I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to teach you these strategies, help you learn these strategies so you can start figuring it out. Because at some point in time, they're going to be trying all kind of stuff I haven't seen yet. But, it's not too hard to figure out if they're pulling the wool over your face. Okay, so anytime they open their mouth, they're lying. Anytime a bar member moves their mouth, that's how you tell if they're lying. If their mouth's moving, they're lying. So there you go with that. So anytime the judge says something, it's yeah. And people think that that's all bio. And dude, I'm thinking mine's going to be, my word is going to be the last one. Okay, and people can attack the judges. I would strike the judge's order in a heartbeat. And I would strike the judge's order because there's no fact to finding conclusions of law. Without those two things, you're an administrative court. Without a fact. And how are you going to appeal? You can't appeal if there's no facts of finding or conclusions of law. It's all BS designed to run your ass out of time so they can throw your stuff in the yard. Yep, that's pretty much it. There's a link to my website. You guys can go there and there you go, Luce. You can go there and take a look at the products that I have. You can read the product description. There is a complete description. There is a detailed description. And in the detailed description, there's a list of every document that you get in the package. Now you can go to my YouTube channel and search for the instructional video playlist and watch the updated instructional videos where I teach you how to crush the state court process. And then you also need to watch the instructional video for the lawsuit package that you invested in. And you need to keep in mind that the updated videos there's changes in the process that aren't reflected in the original lawsuit package. Another Facebook user, welcome to the show. Now I have over 700 people in my private coaching group, and a lot of those people are paralegals. A lot of them are people that are protecting their properties and property investors. And so I don't want people in that group who don't think that they can get stuff done. As a matter of fact, I'm a coach. So if you come to me and tell me I don't think I can do it, I'm scared, I need my hand held or whatever, I'm automatically thinking maybe this is not somewhere I can, that I should be spending my time or wasting my time. Now, maybe that's rude of me or whatever, but at the end of the day, the people that step up to the plate and are willing to do whatever it takes are the ones that I want to make sure that I'm there for. Okay, because those people don't require a bunch of arguing and back and forth and then telling me refusing to follow the rules and do the things that I'm telling them to do because they don't want to bother me. Like there's nobody else that knows this like I do because it's my program. So I don't get it. My goal is to help you guys get rolling for the people that are struggling and don't think they have the courage or whatever to do it. My goal is to help you get rolling so that you can get in the group. But, telling me you want to get in the group and that I didn't have any attitude when you signed on or whatever, it doesn't mean anything to me, okay? That just makes me think that I should have just gave you your money back at the gate, okay? You will get in the group when you have earned it, and I feel like you're going to help the group. Okay, I don't want people in the group that's not helping the group, because that's why would I want people on my team that's not helping the team? So you can't help the team if you come to the team looking for someone to hold your hand. I'm just saying. And I know some people don't like me. Some people think I talk too much, I'm too forward, or whatever, and I don't stinking care. I mean, it's like being a parent, okay? The number one job is to make sure that the goal get accomplished. And so if you like me or not, it's really not, the number one thing is make sure you either stay out of prison or you stay in your house. That's the number one thing, okay? And that's all I care about. I don't deal with emotions very well. People that are emotional, I don't do it. I'm going to tell you to check that at the curb because that's not helping us here. And stop and think about it. If I wasn't emotional, dude, we would never get crap done. So, and that's not me. So, if you expect a coach like that, you're in the wrong place. And I try not to be disrespectful, but I'm going to speak my piece. I'm going to be the same person in the morning as I am at night. Well, not too early in the morning because I'm not early in the morning. Yeah, some people don't like that. When I first put this program together, I had to learn more about the non-judicial process, and so I ended up making, in a 2-week period, I think we made like 4 or 5 changes, and people were we're getting really frustrated. But I just try to keep it simple. I tell them, look, these changes are what we're doing based off of the real-time feedback coming in from people from all across the country. So the changes that come in are the changes that need to be made to the program. You don't have to make the change. You can go in there and get your ass kicked if you want to. Okay, so and that's how we go with that. Well, Tiffany, So the way you have to stop the eviction process is uh, you have to file a claim in state court. You have to file your lawsuit actually in state court to stop the eviction process. And then after you get, well, first off, you add the state, the judge, and you add the state to it because states commit a real estate deed fraud to get your deed in their office. And the judge signed on to give your property away. Is the judge is being paid by the state, so there's an automatic conflict of interest at the gate. And the judge signed on without an injured party. So the judge don't have jurisdiction to do anything with your property, and that's why we sue the judge. And then you sue the attorney. The attorney who signed the notice of default letter or the attorney who signed the petition or claim against your house. The lender don't have nothing to do with it. You're wasting your time putting the lender on there and doing the servicer or whatever. There ain't no servicer. It's an attorney acting as a third-party debt collector. An attorney's lying in court trying to make them think that they're working for the lender, but there's no contract, there's no agency, there's nothing to verify agency, so the attorney's working by himself. Oh, wait. Anybody that knows corporate shit will know that a corporation does a charge-off at the end of whatever period of time, whatever, where they claim their alleged loss on their taxes and they write off the insurance. So they're paid twice. Oh, wait, 3 times, plus what you, and then they take your property back again. Well, they try. Oh, thank you, Denise. I do try to keep it simple. I tell the attorneys all the time that I play football and I box. Those are 2 things in college that not smart people do. So I have to keep this stuff simple. And what I tell them is, when they're telling me that my stuff is crazy and I should be incarcerated again, let me go. Yeah, what I tell them is, so here's the thing. There's no law that says you have to put your deed in their office. So they lied to you to make you think that you had to record it or register, whatever you want. And that registration or recordation of the deed is what allowed the first illegal lien to be put against the property. The first illegal lien was the mortgage lien. And the reason it was illegal, think about it like this. If there were several people who owned property, before they could take out a lien against that property, all the owners have to be present to sign, right? Yep. So the fact that the alleged lender accepted your signature on the stinking lien proves that you owned it already. And I smell stink. Yeah. So when you go before the judge, are you kidding me right now? I'd be like, judgeship. Sorry, I said I said the wrong word. I'd be like, Judge, you're here to uphold the state statutes, right? Well, yes, I am. Well, great. Could you order these fools to deliver my deed to me as mandated in the state statute at section whatever. Yeah, so they registered it, and that allowed first the illegal lien to be put against my property. Judge, let me ask you a question. If your property deed was not registered in their office, would they be able to verify there was a lien against your property? I don't know. Not that smart. If your deed was not in their office, could they verify that there was a mortgage lien against your property? I don't know how they would do that because they would have to have access to your property information. So once you get your deed out of their office, then I would let the lender know there's been a big mistake and that there was a false lien put on your property, and you're going to need to have them verify. You're going to need to have them verify the mortgage lien and send you the documentation that you need to. Yeah, right. They don't. They put that shit in the bundle and they sold it off and and that stuff. Y'all know what they do with that stuff. They don't have the original. They don't have nothing. They don't have nothing. All their stuff is a bluff. Well, it was until now because we call we're calling their ass out on the table. So I have a lot of some folks come in the program and they want to tell me what they need to be doing, or they want to tell me they need help because they don't want to bother me. And so, I mean, I'm thinking, if you don't want to bother me, go watch stinking updated instructional videos and video for the, And when people message me or communicate with me, I can tell it's the first thing I'm going to ask them. If you ask me a question that's covered in the instructional video, that's the first thing, man, did you watch the instructional video? Man, maybe you might need to watch it again. Or you might need to watch it 12 times. I don't care. I don't cut corners. I don't worry about if you're getting kicked out tomorrow. Now, with that said, if I know that we'll be working or whatever on, but at the end of the day, no. At the end of the day, I don't cut, because there's no corners to cut. You either do it, so you're in a position. And the position that you want to be in is, Tiffany, you file your lawsuit in state court, and then you get your lawsuit also filed in federal court. The federal filing is what you use to control the program. Now, here's how you do this. If you do this right, you put yourself in a position to force the federal judge to order them fools to come to the settlement table, because they're not going to be able to respond to the beatdown that you're going to do to them on the state court level. They're not going to respond to that. They can't. The judge has to recuse himself. There's nobody else if you were the judge, would you want to step in? And you're looking at that, it's easy to see that any new judge is going to get added to it for helping them. No other judges want to get involved. So now you got a problem. And the attorneys, they can't litigate a case, the judge either. They can't litigate a case they're a party to. They can't represent each other. They have a problem. So when you go to federal court, you be like, dude, we ain't going to call a federal judge. You call him dude. Okay, maybe you might want to call him Judge Dude. Dude Judge. Sissy Judge. Okay, never mind. I'm kidding. I need to stay focused. I be telling Judge, are you kidding me right now? You need to order them fools to the settlement table, because they did not, could not, and cannot respond to the state court beatdown that they went through. So they have no standing to say crap in federal court. So there you go. And yeah, you can make your own motion. My motion for Judge Dude. There you go. Gino, you got it. Well, no. No, I would have sued her butt first, Denise. See, look, when the judge violates you, you can appeal. Oh, wait, that's useless because we already talked about there's no facts of finding or conclusions of law, so appeal is totally worthless. Okay, so what do? You, move their butt over in the the defendant list. That's what you have to do. When a judge throws you under the bus in their administrative court, you need to do something about it. So what I would do is, when the federal judge tries to help them and denies the fire that you're going to stick in their face, when you're demanding that the federal judge force them to the settlement table, when the federal judge denies that or ignores you or whatever, now it's time to sue the federal judge. Oh, it's getting hot in the kitchen now. Time to sue the federal judge for helping them. And see, they're not used to this because they're used to everybody getting an attorney, right? We have a lot of power. You have a lot of power. You just need to learn how to use it. And some people need to have the courage to use it. People don't understand. When you add the judge to your counterclaim or to your lawsuit, and you add the attorney, you can also add the attorney's property, not the judges. You don't want to be messing with the judges, stuff like that, because that could get real ugly for you, thanks to the prisoners. But we've done it before, working with one of my friends. I can't say her name. Oh, wait, I can say. Oh, well, sister is not her name. Well, no, I can't talk about my sister. Sorry. Yeah, but so here's the thing. What we did was we added the attorney's property to the counterclaim because it was in judicial, so we had a lot of time. So we just added the attorney's property to the counterclaim, and when we did that, we had to look up the property to see who owned it, and it turns out the attorney's wife was a signer on the property as well. So we added the attorney's wife on the property, and we served her the counterclaim. I think that was the first time anybody got served the counterclaim. Hey, Porter. And I will tell you, they were really freaking pissed. I mean, pissed. But anyway, so that's the power you have. You got way more power. You can add the you can sue the attorney for their corporate charter for their business. Or, what the hell, state. Sue the state for their corporate charter. If you are a party of the corporate charter, then you have you can sit on the board of directors and you can have some say in their policies and procedures. Oh no, we're not going to be doing that because my people wouldn't like that. We're going to do that free. You got to need it, and you need to do the. Yeah, no, they wouldn't. Oh, that would be so much fun, wouldn't it? No, not put the attorney's address as a defendant. You're going to add the attorney's property to your lawsuit and the attorney's assets to your lawsuit as damages, in addition to the $5.5 million. Yeah, and let the attorney see what it feels like to, So in my sister's case, in the case that I'm talking about, the Bar Association was also added. So the Bar Association was added. The attorney was added. The attorney's wife was, all this. We added all of these people to the attorney's judicial foreclosure process. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We learned a lot doing that because that person let me do whatever I wanted. Yeah, you add their property as damages, but you got to look up and see who owns it because you need to sue all of them, all of the owners. So whoever's name is on it, you need to add to your counterclaim or to your state lawsuit and your federal lawsuit or whatever. So, yeah. So, yeah. I don't. You can add the title company if you want to. Be letting see. This is the thing. The people that I'm telling you to add are the people that the 700 people in my group are adding and doing. So I don't really discuss all this other stuff because that's not what we do. So I'm just saying, you got to stick with the program. The more people you add, the more complicated it becomes, and the more opportunity they have to jam your ass up. You just miss one respond date, whatever, and boy, yeah, they'll be working you up and down. And the thing is, you can always add people later if you need to. You don't really need to. You got the people who signed. That's all you need. That's all I would be using. The less people, the more of a problem it's going to be for them. The more people, the more a problem is going to be for you. And so we teach you, and you can watch the last eviction video. We go over that process of how to stop the eviction court process. And you have to do that by adding the players that are doing this and suing them on the state court level filing it on the state court level. You're not doing it to litigate it on state court level because you already figured out that everything on state court is BS, okay? But you need to do that to tie their hands so they can't move forward without another judge. Their ship is floating around in admiralty jurisdiction without a motor. Tiffany, I don't want to know what the plaintiff argued, okay? Because until you're the plaintiff, nothing is going to make any sense for you. So you need to smash the state court process and move forward. I don't want to hear what they argued or none of that crap because it's all bullshit. I'm just telling you. So don't post that in my thing. Go and get to work. Your case was already in administrative court. That's the only court you have access to, Denise. So I'm just saying, unless there's something I don't know. There's Court of International Trade, and there's one or two more courts that are judicial, but we don't have access to them. And that's my opinion. Yeah, so Tiffany, anytime they talk, they're lying, okay? Jurisdiction can be challenged up to 15 years. And if you had gotten, I don't know if it's in the package that you got the $400, the upgraded package, I'm pretty sure it's in there. But, they're going to tell you all that stuff, so you go stand down. None of that. And I talk about that in instructional video. And these are lies they're going to tell you. So I don't know why you even spend any time believing anything they're saying because they're liars. So that's pretty much it. I wouldn't waste any time listening to anything that they have to say because they're liars. And they're all getting paid to steal your stuff. Now, I had someone invest in the online course package, and they just kept going on about they needed help and they couldn't do it, and I almost just refunded their money. I almost did. I almost just refunded their money. Very close to it because I'm just telling you guys now. So if you call me and you're feeling like that, then you better not contact me or email me or message me or whatever because I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. I'm not trying to hear that. If you ain't ready to fight, don't get in my ring. I'm serious. If you're not ready, because we're going to have problems because I ain't trying to hear none of that. And I'm going to tell you, go get your ass to work. And then you're going to tell me that I'm rude, and I'm going to tell you I don't care. I know when you use certain words, I know where you're going to be when it's time to be someplace that you ain't. And I take it personal. I take it personally. You get your butt kicked using my stuff, I take it personal. So, and there's the few people that have been on that end of the stick found out that I do take it personal. So, especially when they got their ass kicked because they sat on their butt and didn't go watch the damn instructional videos or do what the hell a coach told them they need to be doing in the first place. Now, my time's very valuable. And I'm not going to use it for folks who've already decided that they can't do it. I'm not going to waste my time with people who have already decided that they can't do it. Now, I'm not mentioning any names, so if that was you, then I'm talking to you. If it wasn't you, then I'm not talking to you. And if it was you, I'm talking to you. You can be grumpy with me, whatever, if you want to. My goal is not to win a contest of a bunch of friends or whatever. My goal is to help get the job done, and that's how I roll. And sometimes I get a little rough if your asses aren't getting it done. If you don't like that, you can tell me. I got it, coach. Stand down. I've only been told that twice. And both of those people called me a few weeks later because their stuff's getting thrown out in the yard. Now, I didn't know what the hell they expect. I'm just saying, I don't know what the hell they expect me to do. And of course, I didn't get any pleasure out of it because I already knew what was going to happen to them. These are the people that trust their attorneys and their attorney friends and all of the people in the system. And they don't see the light. And they tell me one day, oh, being in your program is like being in the dark. No, I don't think so. I totally disagree with that. Being in my program is not like being in the dark. Because in my program, at least you know who's trying to take your shit. You know it's the attorney who signed that document to start this problem that you have. You know it's the judge who's getting paid by the state who already has your deed and need to get your butt off their property. You already know that. So people think they're in the dark. No, the light's been turned on. What the hell are you going to do about it now? You're going to pick up the ball and run? Or you're going to sit around and wait for someone to hold your hand? So, yeah. So you guys probably found out that I am not that good with this hand holding. You want to make sure that you're in a position to order their federal judge to make them fools go to the settlement table. Because the fact that they could not respond on the state level, they have no standing to say anything on the federal court level. Now, no one can speak for you. Nikki Ross can't speak for you in court or in a hearing. No one can speak for you. And this is why it's important for you to learn to program yourself so you can speak for yourself. Please do not invest in my program if you've already decided that you need your hand held or you can't do it or whatever. You have to do this yourself. And to get an eviction process stopped is something that you have to follow the steps, and you have to make sure you have the right people on there, and you have to get this stuff. Oh, the other thing that you guys should be doing too, especially if you face an eviction process, is filing a less pending lien against your property. Now, in most states, you have to have a certified copy of the title dispute, which is just your lawsuit. And so it'd be interesting to do that with the state court, a lawsuit that you file. Oh, that would be a big problem. And in some places they try to make it so you can't place a lien against your property, less pending lien against your property without the judge agreeing to it or whatever. And if they told me that, I'd ask them what judge it is, and then write up a notice of claim. I mean, the judge should have nothing to do with whether or not she stays in their office. So if you guys invest in my program, the instructions are to friend me on Facebook and provide me, send a request to get in foreclosure rescue private page. Send me a request to get in the page, and in that request, you need to put your order number from processing. Now, if we've already spoken, and I know you are or whatever, then it's not that big a deal. If you make a new profile with the avatar picture and different name, whatever, then you're going to need to tell me who you are, or I'm not going to let you in if I don't know who you are. So that's how that goes. Yep, if their lips are moving, they're lying. Well, thank you, Belinda. Some people get mad when I start being silly or whatever, and I'm like, I don't care. Maybe they should try making 500 videos and try to make it interesting or whatever. Not just for you guys, for my damn self. You know, I could just be, nobody's going to remember none of that. Besides, my personality's weird. And I'm thinking it's a good fit for what I'm doing because I'm very good at this. And I'm very good at coaching people. And I'm very good at letting people know if they're screwing up, they need to get their ass in gear. So, or that there's no hand holding over here. Oh, so some people think because I act silly or make jokes or whatever that I don't take it serious, and those are the people that haven't read my shit. So I'm just saying, because if you read my shit, you can see there ain't no need to run around being crazy, doing all this shit. There ain't no need for that. All you need to do is follow the damn instructions. Follow the damn instructions. And if you invested in an online course, the very first thing I'd probably be filing in their face is that demand to strike. The attorney's notice of appearance. The online course has some pretty badass documents in it. Ooh, we went over our time frame a little bit here, so I'm going to thank you guys for the value of sharing your time. If you guys have these problems that you need my help with, you need to head over to the website, review the descriptions of the products, and then swing over to the YouTube channel and review the updated instructional videos and instructional video for that package. And then if you have any other questions, then don't call me. Friend me on Facebook, and that's where I do my coaching, on Facebook, not on my phone. My hands are way too big to be trying to text people stuff on my phone. So that's how that rolls. So I will see you guys in the next video. Stay in the ring and keep punching.